Y'all ready?
Everything I said I do, I did. I'm good. I'm good. Everything
Dedication.
I said I did.
So what's up, guys? Victor back out of here with the TougeNights. Basically what's going to be going on today is we're going to be talking about a new segment that we're going to be incorporating into the channel, and it's going to be basically us talking about controversial cars, such as today's topic is the new 2020 Supra, and we're just going to keep on growing this segment. Right now we don't have an official name for it. We're just going to call it something, and then once we start going, get the ball rolling a little more, we're going to start putting an official name for it and make it a whole segment just about this. And also, what's been going on with us, there was a little mishap with the homie Brown's, Alejandro's car. We can't really talk much about it, but hopefully it'll be back soon. As far as the FRS, it's taking a back seat. I got a lot of life stuff going on that it's kind of important, so it's taking a back seat. Hopefully once I get all that stuff going through, I can start working on it and getting some more content out for you guys for that. So we're gonna get the ball rolling and start talking about the Supra. Before we even go further, I just want to mention that the Supra basically kept the same formula that it's always had: the long hood, rear-wheel drive, inline 6-cylinder, 3-liter, and a lot of people basically say how it's not gonna be good because it's a BMW engine, all this and that. Well, if you ask me, when it comes to 6-cylinder engines, BMW is the one killing it. It's the only company that's out there doing straight 6-cylinders.
Yeah, straight.
Because there's a lot of V6s, but they're the main company that's doing the straight 6-cylinder turbos, and they've been working with this for so long. And why not get help from the persons doing this for the longest? They'd rather just start from scratch and
it's already out there. You know,
it's already out there.
The
whole formula is there. It's reliable. And as far as Toyota went into more developing that engine as well, so they held it up to their standards, and they returned the engine whenever they said something wasn't up to their standards. So as far as reliability, and like BMW, everybody's going to complain about it. I think it's going to be a reliable car so long as you maintain it and decide to actually keep oil in the engine, unlike mine. So yeah, since everybody likes to compare the old Supra with the new Supra, since they're saying that it's not going to be as iconic and all this, the Supra wasn't really known for its high horsepower out of the gate. It was known for modifications. It was known for the modifications that it can hold. So you want to talk about the specs, Chris?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
The 0 to 60, all that information about the Supra.
So the old Supra that everybody likes, from 0 to 60, it did 5 seconds. You can actually get that car in two forms. You can get a turbo, or you can get a non-turbo. The turbo one was 320 horsepower. It created 315 pound-feet of torque. It weighed 3,450 pounds. It had a top speed of 155. The wheelbase was pretty short at 100 inches. And then the length and the width is just a little bit over the new Supra.
The 0 to 60, it's faster. It's 4.1 seconds. It has 15 more horsepower than the previous generation. It had 50 more torque. But the thing is, with horsepower and torque numbers, you can't just look at that, because at the end of the day, it's really the way it delivers the power. And the new Supra does deliver the power a lot lower, so that's the reason why the less horsepower. The only downside to the new Supra, which I was kind of disappointed, was the Z4 has more horsepower, has a 382 or something like that. I'm not sure on the exact figure. That I was hoping that was the same thing for the Supra. Unfortunately, it wasn't. It is lighter. It has a shorter wheelbase, but it also has a wider track. So it's shorter, wider. It's gonna be a lot more stable when it comes to actual road course running or mountain runs like Touge, like we like to do. So personally, I think it'd be a perfect car. It's not too big, like the new GTR, the new NSX, which are way out of reach out of everybody, unless you're like a big baller. But that's the main thing that attracts the Supra to a lot of people, due to the fact that it's it's reachable. It's not like the NSX or the GTR that are way out there. Not everybody can get those, even though they are bargains. Well, the NSX isn't really much of a bargain, but the GTR is. Everybody completely disregards the fact that the Supra isn't known for its stock power. Yes, it was able to compete with cars like the Corvette at the time and stuff like that, but it wasn't known for its high horsepower that now they're iconic for. The new Supra, it's also a closed deck engine design with they added some new technology, some laser technology that basically reinforces the walls, the cylinder walls. So if you ask me, I think it'll be a great tuner car. Do I think it'll reach 2JZ levels? I do not think so. But I think you'll be able to do a good 800 horsepower out of that thing, no problem. As long as you get all the supporting mods, and it's lighter, it's wider. What else were you with 800 horsepower out here in the streets? I mean, unless you're trying to fly up a cliff. I mean, 800 horsepower was more than good enough. If it were me personally, I'd probably just modify it for 500 horsepower at the wheels. That'd be perfect.
To all the misconception and controversy on the Toyota Supra, I feel like we should just be grateful that we have a Toyota Supra on the market. You know, we've been waiting for this car for the longest. If anything, the only negative commentary you guys should be making, or we should be making, is
why it took so long, and the fact that it's not a manual. Is it an ultimate killer for me? For me, it isn't, because I have never driven an automatic car that's like sporty, you know. So I would like to get the feeling of what that is. Obviously, it's no dual clutch, but they are saying it is pretty quick. So me personally, I would like to feel what that feels like. As far as manual, yeah, because I drive my manual car and I have hella fun with it. And there's just nothing that gets you more involved than a manual transmission, especially if you're into cars. Automatics do everything for you, while you can do all the rev matching and all that with a manual, and it's just more
you connect more with the car.
Connect more with the car, and it's a lot more rewarding when you actually get in the full revs going on and everything perfect. You just tell yourself, like I did that, you know. You don't have to depend on the automatic transmission to do all the rev match for you. So personally, that's probably the only downside that I see to the new Supra. It's not a manual. So that's one of the main downsides to it, if you ask me. As far as performance, I don't see why people complain. I feel like the new Supra is a tuner special. I'm pretty sure you can just buy it and get a tune, and you'll be able to get a good 400 horsepower out of it. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's already a turbo engine. Turbo engines are so easy to tune, and compared to like NA engine, so that one's like perfect out of the box.
So you wouldn't like straight up get the car and put like a 1J in it, 2J?
Me personally, I don't think so, because it would ruin the balance of the car. Since the 1JZ and the 2J, I'm not saying they're bad engines or anything like that, because they're known for their power capability. But the new block is an aluminum block compared to the iron block, so it's gonna. I feel like it would ruin the balance of the car. I think that engine is. I mean, unless you plan on using a drift car, then go for it. 2JZ is reliable. You'll probably be able to do all kinds of crazy things with it. But if you want to do like a regular road car, I think the B58 is the perfect engine, especially with the new laser technology that they got going on. And apparently BMW's developing a 500 horsepower 6-cylinder engine. There's a lot of speculation that that's going to be landing into the Supra, although I think it would be awesome. I highly doubt that's going to happen. Toyota is very conservative with their cars, so I highly doubt it. That'd be pretty cool. 500 horsepower Supra straight out of the box, looking awesome. As far as I think they're just too conservative for more horsepower. Maybe they might put out another version, like a TRD version, where they basically put it up to the specs of the Z4. And I think that's probably that's stock out of the box. I think that's the only thing they're going to be doing. But you got any other comments that you want to add?
No, you hit the
nail with the hammer.
You hit the nail with the hammer, dog. Everything's on point.
Saying there's a lot of negativity in the car community right now, and
Why do you think that is?
because
It doesn't compare to the old
No,
because of the,
but
you
just
know,
in general, it's like, why should there be negativity when
We share the
when
same passion.
we all share the same passion because we like cars, we love cars. So instead of like hating on the car, we can just accept it for what it is. Be thankful, like Chris said, that they even came out with another Supra, even though it took a while, but we got it. And from
especially my bad.
no, that's it.
Especially right now that the sports cars are basically dying out. Everybody's going for crossovers. That's basically where the whole market's going. Nobody sees a use for a two-door coupe nowadays. Everybody wants utility vehicles. So I think it's perfect that the Supra's coming out. It's keeping the sports car vibe out there and alive. And I think it'll be a great car once it comes out. And you guys can hate on it if you guys want, but at the end of the day, you guys probably won't buy it. So.
But the most overall, what I gotta say on what my cousin said right now, and on how everybody's going to crossovers, I feel like the Toyota Supra it did a good job on coming out with MPG. People are getting crossovers because they want to save gas. The cars are more daily useful, you know. But the Toyota Supra, it's no Prius, but it does pretty good on miles per gallon. It's a quick car. It's not a fast car, but it's a really quick car. And it does really good on miles per gallon, dude. Yeah, it does like 26 on city or something like that, and then it does 31 on highway. That's pretty good. My car does 32.
That's a 2.5.
And that's a 2.5 Lexus.
Smaller, yeah.
Dude,
And if you think about it,
Must be nice.
it's nice, bro.
if you think about it, the two cars are coming out at the same time as the Z4 and the Supra, and everybody's talking more about the Supra than the Z4.
The reason why everybody's talking about the Supra is because of just the name. You don't see that much hype around the C4, just in general for the previous generation. So a lot of people are saying that the name shouldn't be the Supra, it should be called something else. I think the name is fine. I think it's a more track-oriented car, more driver-oriented, not so much just straight power figures and stuff like that. So I think it's fine.
Cars, they can't be compared anymore. You cannot compare the old Supra and the new Supra to each other because they're total different cars.
It's like what, two decades?
They're total different cars, and that's why change scared people a lot. Change scares people, but in this case, it's a good change because if you look at the sports-wise to the Toyota Supra, it's magnified. They took away those two seats that were basically useless on the other Toyota Supra, and they took them away. They made the car faster, lighter, funner. I don't know.
And a fun fact, the body rigidity is a lot stiffer than the Lexus LFA, so that's the 500k car. So
Tells you a lot.
Tells you a lot about the car. The car is going to be very rigid, and it's going to be, and basically the chassis is where it all starts. You can put any engine and everything, but if the chassis isn't as stiff as it needs to be, the car is not going to be a complete car. And I think just the fact that it's stiffer than a LFA, I think that's
Did you know if the Toyota Supra is powered by BMW? I don't feel like that's much of an issue at all, actually. And there's people out there saying that, oh, they're so unreliable, I don't know what. Like, what do you do to the car to make it so reliable, man? Like, take care of it.
regular maintenance.
It's called regular maintenance, man.
If you know how to keep.
Oil.
It's called oil. Your cars didn't treat you how you treat it.
Yeah.
If you take care of it, then take care of you.
Honestly, I've driven the 350. I've driven the 250 FRS, my sister's BMW, and my dad's BMW. And out of all those cars, there's two cars that come into place that hit the spot where I like, and that's Victor's FRS, and that's my sister's BMW. Those two cars drive like rewarding, man.
So subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you have any more thoughts. You know,
We always want feedback.
We want feedback as well on how we're doing and what you guys want to see more from us. We've heard that you guys want to see more like hood rat shit of the donuts. Tires are expensive, but
I'm so down.
if you guys want it, we'll give you guys what you want. Yeah, as far also ring the notification bell so you guys can stay posted when we post.
So yeah, guys, stay tuned to
Yeah,
TougeNights.
so have a good day, and we'll catch you guys next time.